Hey everybody, Crystal Hines here, and I am here to talk to you about interviewing a protector and really want to talk about the intentions behind interviewing protectors and some ideas of things you can ask to get you started. And if you are new to me, my name again is Crystal Hines, and I am the founder of Align Therapy and Consultation, which is a group practice based out of Longmont, Colorado. And here at Align, everything that we do is to support therapists. 100% of the services are about supporting therapists to thrive in the work that we are doing and to sustain in this field. And I do that by a lot of different ways. And one of those ways is through teaching and training and consultation about IFS and EMDR. And I personally am obsessed with both of these models, IFS and EMDR. Both have been absolutely transforming for me and my healing. And I've done a deep dive in both of them. And so I am an EMDRIA approved trainer and an IFS Institute approved clinical consultant and level 2 certified IFS therapist. And I am not an official IFS trainer with the Institute, but I am very passionate about making IFS more accessible to therapists. So I do teach and train a lot about IFS. So that's what this is meant for today, is a short video to help you kind of understand how and why to interview a protector, especially in the context of IFS-informed EMDR and really integrating IFS techniques into EMDR. So when we're thinking about that, we over time, we get better at noticing parts that are coming up who might be blocking the EMDR work in some way. We get stalled out, client doesn't want to do it again, or you start and then they dissociate, or there's all kinds of things, all kinds of reasons. But let's assume we're aware of a part who is blocking and coming in with protective energy. And we've gotten permission to get to know that part. Client is on board to do some parts work, and so we've gotten permission and we've started the 6Fs, which I have another video about the 6Fs. And now we're at a place where we can, this is F number 3, flesh it out, to start to ask some questions to this protector to get a sense of who they are. Now, the main things, there are two things that you really want to be able to do with this, like the intentional purpose behind interviewing a protector when you're doing EMDR and other things, but especially EMDR, is you want to get a sense of what is this part doing to protect the client, like the details of that, like what is the action, what is the behavior, what is the function of the protection. So you just really want to understand that, like what are they doing and why are they doing it? What is the intention behind it? I guess that's this three things to pay attention to. So it's the what are they doing? Why are they doing it? And what are they concerned will happen if they stop doing that behavior? So that's kind of the big picture of, why we would be doing this, is we want to get a sense of what they're protecting and how they're protecting and why they're doing it. What are they concerned about? And then you can ask all kinds of questions as you're in the flow with this part and getting to know them. And you yourself, hopefully, are also curious about this part and want to get a sense of who they are. And then also, hopefully, client is feeling curious and open about this part and want to know who they are. And then through this, getting to know them, understanding them, building that relationship with them, naturally, you as a therapist will have some like aha moment, some clarity, some compassion of why the part is doing what they're doing. And then same for client, like, oh my goodness, it makes so much sense why you come in and disconnect me from my body because you're scared that I'm going to want to cut myself. Or maybe you're scared that I'll have suicidal thoughts, or, whatever the reason is. Or I'm going to be overwhelmed and stuck in these feelings and not be able to get out of them, not be able to go to work, or not be able to do what I need to do in my day to day. There are all kinds of really valid reasons why protectors are protecting. And so through this process of understanding them, it provides so much like compassion from your side as the therapist, and hopefully also with the client. And then there is a possibility to collaborate with that protector related to your EMDR goals. So, and I have another handout about this too, but assume that we're working with a dissociative part, and their fear is that if we do EMDR, client is going to be completely overwhelmed, won't be able to handle the feelings, and is going to be stuck there. And I'm like, of course, that's terrifying. I agree with you that I actually don't want client to be overwhelmed and stuck in their feelings. And did you know, sometimes I do psychoed for these parts, did you know that there is an entire phase 7 in EMDR, that's dedicated to that very concern? That phase 7 closure is when we actually help client to take those feelings that are overwhelming and set them aside and go back to a state of peace, calm, regulation. And I actually would love if you wanted to partner with me in this. Like, what are your ideas of how we could help kind of contain these feelings so they're not overwhelmed? So just as an example, that's where this can get you, depending on, what the part is doing to protect, and how, like, what their concern is underneath, and how you all can collaborate together with the plan. And it's really about aligning with them once you understand what they're doing. So this handout is a starting point as far as some questions you could consider. I'm not going to read them all off to you, but you can start with a general, like, what do you want me to know about you? What is your job? What is your role? What is your intention or hope for the client? You want to let these questions be more open-ended. Do you like what you do and how you do it? What are you concerned would happen if you didn't do your job? And along the way, like, truly check in with your own curiosity of what is something you want to know about this part, and just let it flow. Again, intention is truly respecting and understanding what they're doing. It's very wise. Whatever it is that they are doing is very wise. And it's important that we stay humble and respect the client system, and then really come alongside those protectors with the intention to get back to the EMDR work. All right, I think that's it for this handout and this video, and please check out any of my other resources. Thank you.